Hey everyone, it's Miss Simmons again. Today I'm going to show you how to make some oil pastel pumpkins inspired by Vincent van Gogh's Starry Night. For our supplies today, you're going to need a piece of construction paper. I like to use blue, but you can use whichever color you want. And some oil pastels. We're going to start by making the grass that our pumpkins are going to sit on. There are a few different greens in my oil pastels. If you don't have oil pastels, you can also do this project using crayons. You just might have to work a little bit harder to cover your paper, but it'll still look great. I've got 3 different colors of green. I'm going to start with the darkest green, and I'm going to make a hilly line across the bottom of my page. And then, because this is inspired by Starry Night, I wanted to have lots of stripes and swirls so that it almost looks like it's made of paint. So I'm going to put some lines going horizontal or left to right across my page. Normally when we make grass, we'd be vertical. We'd be going up and down. But this time we're going to go side to side, horizontal. I'm going to use all 3 of my greens. I'm going to put the dark green, then I'm going to put some of the regular green, and the last thing I'm going to do is take my light green and I'm going to color on top of all of it. Oil pastels are thick and soft, and when you put them on top of each other like this and layer them, they start to look like paint. They start to blend together a little bit. So now my grass looks stripy, just like Vincent van Gogh's brushstrokes. There we go. That looks great. Next I can start on my pumpkins. I'm going to start with orange, and I'm just going to draw 2 or 3 nice big pumpkins. I think I'll put one in this side. Now pumpkins are not usually perfectly round, so I'm trying to make it kind of bumpy. And then I'll color it in. I don't have to color it all the way in because I'm going to put some other colors on top of it later. Maybe a tall pumpkin in the middle here that's kind of bumpy and lumpy. And one more over here. There we go. 3 pumpkins. Now, I have some other colors that I can add to my pumpkins to make them a little swirly and stripy like our grass down here. I could use red orange, yellow orange, goldenrod, yellow. I could even use this kind of peachy color. It's called apricot. If you're using crayons, reds, oranges, and yellows look great inside pumpkins. I'm going to start with this darker red orange here. And I'm going to go up and down this time because pumpkins usually have segments or pieces around them. And I'm going to put some red orange in my pumpkin. And those oil pastels just go really well together. They blend right on in. I'll cover that little mistake with my stem. A good artist knows how to make their mistakes disappear. And then I'll put a little yellow or yellow-orange, just to make it a little stripey. You could even make pumpkins that were white or green. Now I'm going to make my stems. And I'll just use brown. See, that little mistake is all gone now. Now we get to do the really fun part. The stars. It wouldn't be Starry Night without some stars. I'm going to start with a yellow, and I'm going to make some circles that are just kind of scribbly. You could also draw a moon if you wanted, but I'm going to keep it simple and just do some stars. Then I'm going to go around my stars with a different yellow and make some scribbly circles around them. I'm going to keep doing that, but now, I think one more layer. There we go. One more layer ought to look good. Yep. Nice, big, swirly stars in the sky. Now I'm going to put some wind with those stars. I'm using the same colors of yellow, but this time I'm going to make some lines that wrap around my stars and across the sky. You can add as much or as little wind as you want until your sky is full, or you can leave it a little blue. There we go. That looks pretty great. Now, the last choice you have to make is if your pumpkins are going to stay pumpkins or if you're going to carve them into jack-o'-lanterns. If you're going to leave them as pumpkins, you can just give them a little outline. It doesn't have to be much. Just take your black and give your pumpkins a little bit of black to make them stand out. I like putting some stripes in my stem too. Like that. I could leave it like this and be done and love my pumpkins just the way they are. But if I want to get a little extra spooky for Halloween and not just fall, you could use your black to give your pumpkins some jack-o'-lantern faces. You can draw with the black right on top of the other colors, even if you're using a crayon. And make yourself some jack-o'-lanterns. You could do all the pumpkins as jack-o'-lanterns or just one or two. It's up to you. Have fun creating. If you want me to see your work, you can always send it to my email, which you can find on your canvas or through our school website. Have a great afternoon. Can't wait to see what you do.